phone. Welcome to Cole's Place. My name's Colin. A quick technical glitch then, but it seems to have righted itself. I thought it was going to put me in portrait and all that malarkey again, but for some reason it's righted itself. Welcome to the channel. My name's Colin. Great to have you along. If you're watching on catch up, thanks for tuning in. Tuesday Night Live. I was sort of bullied into doing this. I wasn't going to do one. Who's on? Hiya Tracy. Just get me comments up on my other phone, Trace, so I don't have to keep doing that. If you can hear me and see me okay, Tracy, give me a thumb up. I'm just going to log in on my other phone so I can see everyone's comments. There we go. Tracy's on. Charlie, hey mate, sound and video, great, thank you Charlie. Damien Hooper, hope you're well. Hope you're well, excuse me, sorry. Hope you're well, Damien. I was going to message you actually tonight, but I've sort of been bullied by Saf into doing this live. She said, because I've not been on much, get on live. Yeah, Saf's on in the other room. Picture and sound great. Thank you, Tracy. Martin Ross, evening, Martin. How you doing? Steve H, how you doing? Nice to have you along, Steve. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Lynn, hi Lynn. I did see your message pop up, Lynn. It's there, but it wasn't. I had to sort of reboot and start again, but we're all here now. That's the main thing. Just catch up on some comments. Julie, hiya Julie Curran, how you doing? Hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in. And we've got Patrick Murran. Good evening, Cole. Spidey Saf. She's been to see a Spider-Man movie today. Put in a comment, Saf, what movie it was, because I can't remember. Not staying long because getting nagged to take the dog out. Nice one, Steve. He'll be crossing his legs. Yeah, hope everyone's well. Just a quick catch up, mainly for you guys, because tonight's my last night off till the weekend. Then I've got guests coming down, Tony and Josie off the chat, who some of you all know. So I'm going to be a tad busy, and I thought, well, no one else seems to be doing a lot of lives these days. I know Andrew does in the daytime, but not many people seem to do evening lives apart from Tim, who does his Monday and Friday. So I thought I'd just give you guys a chance to catch up with each other and give us any gossip and news. So I hope everyone's well. All good here, mad busy. It's my last mad busy week. Then next week things settle down a bit, so I'll have more time to do some edited vlogs and all that. But yeah, hope everyone's good. Let's see who's on. 24 on already. Thank you so much, Bruno. Nice one, Bruno. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Good, thanks, Cole. Hope you're, yeah, I'm all good, Julie. Yeah, proper. Yeah, there we go. Saf went to see Across the Spider-Verse. It's a second film in a week in it. Saf, she was seeing Barbie the other day, and she went back down and met her friends today when I saw Across the Spider-Verse. Ann Elton's on. Hi, Ann. Hope you're well. Nice shirt. Thank you, Julie. Thought I'd go dark blue and white for you tonight. Check it out. This one's an Animal brand. It's a nice shirt. It's like a it's got a mid-heavy cotton. Lovely to wear. Who's messaged me? Prash. Prash has just messaged me on Facebook. Simon Farrens, hope you're well, mate. Clocking your video the other day. Enjoyed that. Eugene, thank you, Eugene. Yeah, smash the like button. 31 in, get some thumbs up. Thank you, Eugene. I'd forget if it wasn't for you, mate, you and I. Damien Hooper. Oh, Lynn Rowlands, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday, Lynn. Happy birthday. You kept that one quiet. 21. Everybody wish Lynn a happy birthday. And Damien Hooper, how much did it cost? This shirt, I got it about, I'm guessing 6 or 7 years ago. Was it 2018 I got this shirt? There was a shop in Bournemouth. It was the actual Animal Surf brand. They had the headquarters in Poole, and they had some shops locally selling like all the stuff they didn't sell online. And so I went along and got this. I think it was about £25. Go on, say it. I was done over, but I'm not bothered. Brown sauce and Tayto. Oh, I've got a Tayto update for you coming up later. So stick around. In about 10-20 minutes, I'll give you a Tayto update. Tracy, looking forward to watching you guys at the weekend. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Tracy. It'd be great to see Tony and Josie. They're coming down, I think, on Saturday. They've booked in a hotel just not too far from where I'm living here, and we're going to meet up Saturday afternoon. Probably, well, no probably. I think we are going to do a Saturday live from one of the bars, sort of Tim style. If the weather's nice, we'll find somewhere to sit outside. If not, I've got a couple of places in mind where we can go in and probably grab a few drinks, knowing Tony and Josie, bite to eat, and chat to you guys as well. So it'd be great to see him in Bournemouth. I really can't wait, honestly. Julie Wade, hi Cole. Yeah, I can watch on live, just finished work. Oh, nice one, Julie. Hope you've not been working too hard. Tuesday night and all that. Steve, dog's out in the garden, but my missus likes to make sure he's getting exercise. Steve, you know what that is. Your missus just wants you out of the house so she can phone her mates and have a bit of peace. It's nothing to do with the dog, mate. You know what they're like, these women. I shared you to my platforms, Cole. Oh, your social media platforms. I thought you meant your shoes. I was going to say. Marcia Carey, hi Colin, see you this Sunday. Oh yeah, good job you reminded me, Marcia. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a gig Sunday afternoon, New Star Parkstone. Yeah, I'll see you there, Marcia. That'd be good. I did have it written down, Marcia, honest. Don't tell Phil. Chris Godfrey. All right, Chris, how are you doing? I've been trying to do some more spanners, but I think they must limit you. I went on before to do some spanners, including yourself, Chris, but it wasn't having it for some reason. I'll try again. Who else we got? Martin Hayes, hi from Tenerife at the beer garden. Wow, Martin, nice one. Do we need to ask what the weather's doing, Martin? Bet you're watching a nice sunset. Anne hit the thumbs up. Yeah, thank you, Anne. Anthony Steele, good evening. Call from sunny Burnley for a change. Nice one, mate. Yeah, it's not too bad here. Yesterday was a bit grey and grim. We had a bit of rain. Today it's been dry down in Bournemouth. We've had about, I think it's about 19-20 degrees. So it's not exactly, you know, setting records, but it's nice and dry and bright. This evening's lovely, blue skies. So said to Saf, I'm going to do a quick live, say hello to everyone, let everyone catch up with each other, and then we're going to nip out, hopefully get down Sandbanks Way, maybe watch a sunset down here. Sunny Burnley. Lynn Rowlands, nice shirt, thank you, Lynn. Damien Hooper, do you wear, I can't repeat that, do you wear any other decent shirts? Mate, these are decent shirts, Damien. Damien, I'm going to send you one of these, and next time we meet up, I'll be expecting you to wear it, right? Yeah, it'd be like me being out with my older brother. Thank you, Ant. Yeah, and any links, stick them on for anyone's channels. Gav Hodge, Gav, I've got a confession, mate. I totally forgot to come over last night. It went out my mind. I'll be honest with you, it was my first night at home since early last week, and I literally went and got Saf, came home, we had something to eat, and I was flaked out, and I shot up at about whatever time it was. I thought, oh no. So yeah, I'll get over one night this week, Gav. Promise, you got me word on it, mate. My shirt is code for being a Spurs supporter. How do you work that out? You know I'm no such thing. Hope you're well, Gav, anyway. Hope the missus is well and the little one's well. I'll pop over one night this week. Everyone's saying happy birthday to Lynn. Happy birthday, Lynn. 2018 was 5 years ago. Yeah, it was about 4 or 5 years ago I bought this. Damien, can you send that shirt back? No wonder it would not sell. I'll have you know, mate, honestly. Good evening, Cole. How are your weekend gigs? Hi, Vinny. How are you doing? Yeah, really busy, Vinny. Had a great one Friday night in the hop-in. Really mad coincidence. We had a few hop-in regulars, holiday makers, weekenders, and we had 2 big families in. Both were celebrating their dad's 70th birthday. So they didn't know each other. One was from over Oxford way, and one was, I don't know where the other one was from. But yeah, 2 families in, both celebrating their father's 70th birthdays, and they were massive families. Basically filled the pub, so Friday night was great. Saturday, I was just DJing. It was a long old DJ set Saturday. For those who tuned in the chat on Saturday afternoon, yeah, that was decent. Good crowd in Saturday night. Did tail off towards the end, but the weather was a bit against us Saturday in Bournemouth. It poured down, but yeah, nice crowd. And Sunday I stood in for a mate of mine over just outside the town. That wasn't too bad. Again, I think at the moment local people in Bournemouth are sort of coming out early and going home early. So unless you've got holiday makers, which there's plenty of here, later on the pubs die down a bit. But yeah, all good. JBM, Jay, I've nearly finished your header, mate. I'll email it to you in the next day or two. Hope you're well. Well done on the numbers as well, by the way. JBM Travels, I'm always putting his in. JBM Travels, got his own channel. He goes to random towns and cities all over the UK, does hotel reviews, food reviews. He's on about 800 subs, I think it is now. Correct me if I'm wrong, JBM. I'm sure I saw you the other day on 800. Keep going, mate. You'll get to the 1,000. If anybody wants to have a look at that, JBM Travels. Random places, not always the tourist obvious hotspots of the UK either, sort of inland cities. Yeah, so go and have a look at his channel. Well done, mate. Seriously, that shirt is blinding me, too flashy. Mate, it's blue and white. I've got flashier ones than this. This one just didn't need too much ironing, so I stuck it on last minute, mate. Nikki, hi Nikki, how you doing? Evening, Colin, everyone. Working in Denmark, out with clients. Nice. Quickly sending this from my hotel room. I'm not back till Friday. Nice of you to come on, Nikki. Thank you so much. Have a good trip. Safe journey back. Don't work too hard. So it's a job you've got in it, eh? Going all over the place. You worse than me, mate, Olivia. Marcia, I didn't forget Marcia, honestly. I've got it written down somewhere. You know me, I'd have turned up at some point. I'll be there. I think it's 3 o'clock start on Sunday, Marcia. Not too sure. I'll check, but take it at 3 o'clock. JBM, when are we going to Ireland? Oh, yeah, mad, mate, mad. I was talking about this to Saf the other day. Next week, we're going over Brighton way. Weekend after, possibly going Cornwall, Devon. Then we're going to sort of review things then, because she'll have another 3 weeks of summer holidays. And at one point, wouldn't mind if we can going up north and possibly a day trip over then, which will be round about 3rd week in August, possibly. I'll let you know, JBM. I'll keep everyone updated. He better be here soon. I'm not coming to eat brown sauce. Hi, Cole. You're cooking in the background. Nice one, David. Nice to have you on. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. I'm going to do me telly. There we go. What are you cooking, David? Are we all invited? Try Spanish with Paul. It's free. I'll be honest with you, Lynn. I've been doing a bit of Rick's. If you go on Just Rick right to the start of his channel, he did some Spanish there. I've been doing a little bit of that late at night when I've come in from a gig. Yeah. Martin Hayes, it's hot. All right, mate, don't rub it in. Hope you're having a great time, Martin. Have a beer in the beer garden for us. It's a great bar, the beer garden. Cracking spot. You can literally bounce over to the Temple Bar in St. Eugene's. I love that little area and I can't wait to be back. Next time, what I did when I was back, when I went in June, a few weeks back, I didn't do any vlogging over that sort of area, Adeki, St. San Eugenio. Most of my vlogging was done over Los Chris, where I was staying. Next time I'm over, which hopefully, been speaking to Webby in the week, is September time, hopefully. Just depends on what I can arrange. If not September, it'll be either October, November. Anyway, next time I'm over, I'm going to be doing some vlogs around the bars there. I'll do a nighttime vlog in and out of the bars and show everybody what goes on at night, because I love that area. Have a great time, Martin. Have a drink for all of us. If you've got social media, mate, let us know and put some photos up. Alan's Homemade Vlogs. Evening, Alan. Another great channel. Justin, hope all is well. Yeah, all's great, Alan. Busy, busy, busy. Hope it's well with you. reading some of your... I've got a little bit of news in a minute as well, everybody. Bruno Broder, Col, how long this live? Only got 2 rows left. Love the wine. Not too long, Bruno. What are we now? 5 to 9. I'll probably go till about 9:30. It's just a quick jump on, let everyone have a quick midweek chat. Because go back, a lot of people in this community will tell you, if we go back a few months ago, Rick and Shelley would do a live in the week. Who else was there? Tim would do a Wednesday. There was 3 or 4 sort of lives where everyone could jump on in a week and have a chat and see how everyone is. But I think with the onset of work and everything, Rick and Shelley are mad busy. Scotsman, he doesn't do that many lives from home. In fact, I think he just does 1 or 2 when he's abroad. So yeah, I'm just giving everyone an opportunity to jump on and get together and say hello to each other. Purely that. So I'll do that when I can. My next one will be Saturday afternoon with a couple of people out the chat, Tony and Josie. Thank you, Anne. There's JBM's Travels channel there, Jim O'Watt 101. So go and check it out. Try and get into the 1,000. If you like just sort of random, they're fairly short, his videos. They're all usually between 10-15 minutes. It never goes on any longer than that. He shows you where he's at, shows you what's on. He'll do a takeaway review or a hotel review. Some of them, well, they're all interesting. Some of them are places you'd never think of purposefully visiting, but you might find yourself there one day, so they're worth looking at. JBM Travel, Storm here. Where are you, Jay? Last time I looked, you were down in Devon. Yeah, 17 degrees and dull in Dublin. Damien's hungry. He's on about coming around to yours, Dave. Wouldn't have any of that. He'll insult your shirts. Mark LFC, hi mate, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good, thanks mate. Hope you're well. Great to see you on. No problem, JBM. Share it all the time. Where are we up to? And yeah, there's Alan's homemade vlog channel. Get on that one. These shirts are vintage. This one is, mate. This one's yeah, this one's an old animal stock, mate. I cannot wear it. Okay, when you can only wear them when you're drunk. Next time we're in Tenerife, Damien Hooper, right, I'm going to bring some spare. I'll get one on you, mate. Flower power, indeed. Try COLS shirts online store. I actually had, I don't know if I told it on the chat a few weeks ago, I actually had a shirt company. I forgot what they were called now. They sent me a message on Instagram wanting to know if I wanted to try one of their shirts on my videos. But I didn't chase it up, not into all that. Webby's on. Webby, how are you, mate? Webby, boom. Great to see you, Webby. Been watching you on Tim's live this week. That one yesterday in Lost Chris was so funny with the German girls. If you haven't seen that, go to Tim's channel. Him and Webby did a live in Lost Chris on the seafront yesterday. And you know what Tim's like, looking out for the Germans. They ended up chatting to a couple of German girls, and there was a young guy there from Luxembourg. Proper good, funny live doing his interviews. Yeah, Webby was there. So yeah, good to see you, Webby. Webby's doing his sponsored walk, his first sponsored walk, one of a series of 3 in aid of a charity, for those of you who don't know, called Fight Against Cancer in Tenerife. I'm hoping to be taking part in the first one, if not, definitely one of the ones after. I'm trying to sort it out this week or next week. Along the seafront, the Maritime Walkway. So Webby, as soon as you get the sponsorship details and all that, you know, we'll get that posted, mate. We'll get something together. Looking forward to it. And you're the top man for organising it and doing it, because I know how much work you're putting into it. So top man. Everybody get behind Webby. He's got his own channel, Webby Sports Roundup. I'm sure most of you know about it. If you don't, go and have a look. I'm rattling on. JBM's Charles, I don't think the Bournemouth manager should have been sacked. I wasn't aware. I don't follow Bournemouth, Jay, to be honest with you. I'm a Liverpool Red. The ground's only about a couple of miles away from where I live, but I've only ever been there once, and that was to see Liverpool beat them 4-1. So I'm not a big Bournemouth fan, mate. Gavod, no worries, mate. Whenever you can, that shirt is Spurs colours. It's predominantly dark blue, Gav, not white. Okay. Lynn Rowlands loves my shirt and the one's been wearing. Thank you, Lynn. Building a collection up. Everyone's saying hello to Webby. Damien's ripping my shirt again. I'm not bothered. Anthony Steele, I'm doing well at my tool shop. Look, all the spanners on. Yeah, Anthony, there was yourself, Lynn, Martin. There's a few others I was trying to get, but it's only let me do so many at a time. So yeah, leave it with me, Anthony. I'll get you the blue spanner, mate. Go with what you're selling in your shop, mate. No problem. 803 JBM's on. Nice one, Jake. Keep going. You've hit the 800. It's one of them things. Scotsman Kevin told me, and Rick, when I first started doing my channel, it's a numbers game. And although I'm not the best example of this, it is a case of the more videos you put on, the subscribers naturally come. Build it and they will come. I've been lucky with a couple of my videos. If you go back on my videos, there's a couple that have got me a lot of subscribers, which are the nightlife ones in Tenerife. They're very popular and they bring a lot of subscribers on. But overall, I've noticed my subscribers increase when I'm putting video after video after video on. With me, because my workload and other things I've got going on, it's difficult. But yeah, the more regularly you put videos on, the more your channel will build up. And it's not just about the numbers of subscribers, it's the number of views, and you only get good views if you're putting out decent videos. So just keep doing what you're doing, Jay. Honestly, it'll go. Honestly, you'll get there. A good example of it, JBM, is MacMaster or Scotsman in Tenerife. They're pumping out videos day in, day out. Scotsman in Tenerife is putting 2 or 3 a day up. I'm sure everyone in the chat will back me on this. Within a space of a year or two, he's gone up to about, I don't even know what he's on, must be close to 50,000, and he's putting 2 or 3 videos a day out, short ones like yourself, and yeah, he's flying, mate. So just keep doing what you're doing, JBM. Right, where are we going? David Butler, chicken goujons and chips, €15 to you, Damien. Damien, get round there, whack your money out, that sounds like a bargain. Saw that hotel burnt down in Brighton. Me and Saf were stood next to that hotel last year when we went on a day trip. Coke Zero tonight, everybody. Yeah, it's right on the seafront, that hotel. The Brighton, I forget what it's called now, the Brighton Union Hotel or something like that. Yeah, it's right on the seafront, not far from the main pier. And a massive building. And Saf and I were stood next to it last year. We went, if you go back on my vlogs, I did the zip wire, Brighton zip wire. It was that day, because we went with a friend of mine, Olivia, and Saf met up with a YouTuber who she follows, who's got like millions and millions of subscribers, and she just met her randomly in the street. And we were stood next to that hotel, and yeah, it's a massive building. Such a shame but from what Johnny Vlogger was saying, I think it was Johnny Vlogger, that hotel's burned down a couple of times. They've rebuilt it, but it looks like now they're tearing it down. Shame. Catch up with comments. I'll give you some news in a minute. Just back from Cornwall. Weekend for my birthday was really busy. Oh, Cornwall's nuts this time of year, Tracy. As soon as the kids break up, Cornwall goes mad. Where about in Cornwall did you go? Let us know. I used to live there. Vinny's brother lives in Lewis, just outside of Brighton. Yeah, it's beautiful down there, mate. Lewis. Yeah, that whole Sussex coastline is lovely, from like sort of Chichester, Bognor, Brighton, and then it stretches over to sort of Kent way, doesn't it? It's absolutely stunning along there. Damien, Safi is still here. Not sure if Saf's still on, Damien. She's probably in and out. She's probably on a call to her mates. She'll be back in. Johnny Vlogger's in Paris. Is he still there or is he back now? Because he was on his sofa doing karaoke on Saturday night. He was at home Saturday, Lynn, because he did a live karaoke. I was working, but when I came in, it popped up on Catch Up as a recommended video. So I don't know if he's back now. Calling for Hiya Sam, how you doing? Omed Mum's. Are we back? It's gone a bit grey outside. I think we're back. Yeah, it's gone a bit grey outside. My wireless internet's rubbish in this part of Bournemouth. The whole of Bournemouth is. Yeah, Omed Mum, we were over in Lulworth Cove last week. Me and Saf had an ice cream, beautiful over that way. Alan's homemade vlogs, 494. Oh, a nice one, Alan. You're building up and all. Yeah, everyone go and give Alan's homemade vlogs a bit of love as well. Let's get these channels built up. Pete and Shell, how you doing, Pete? You in the pub Tuesday night? Hope you're both well, mate. Good to see you on. Thanks for joining in. Let us know if you're on the beer. Trisha Slater. Hiya, Trisha. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, Trisha. Nice to see you on. Saf is lurking somewhere, Trisha. She's been to cinema again today to see a Spider-Man film. She's lurking around somewhere. She might be in the chat in a bit. Damien Hooper. Saf, you need to come to Ireland. It can make you kiss a stone, walk in a ring and make you see giants. That sounds like a weird dream. Everyone's saying hi to Pete and Shell. Yeah, glad you caught us as well, Omed Mum. Charlie's on. Evening, Charlie. Yeah, I did see you before, mate. Hope you're doing well, mate. We've got 50 on. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Hope you're all well. Chat amongst yourselves if you need to. The reason I'm doing these midweek ones is purely because I know Rick and Shelley are busy. Most of you log on to Rick and Shelley. Johnny doesn't do many in the week. Andrew seems to do his lives during the day when he's not busy. I don't think anyone else sort of who's familiar with the community are doing lives regular. So where I can, I'll try and do one in the week and one at the weekend, just so everyone can have a quick get together and give each other any news and wish each other happy birthday because it's Lynn Rowland's birthday. Alan's Homemade Vlogs just paid for Tenerife flights October 2024. Wow. Cool, you're organised, mate. Flipping heck. I haven't even sorted September this year out yet, never mind 2024. Cool. Yeah, the prices are up and down a bit, aren't they? £200 delivery to, I don't know how to pronounce that, Talat, is it? But it's 3 dancing girls who bring it. Damien will pay €500 for that. Saying hello to Webby. Yeah, Tim's live, brilliant live. Alina and a mate. If you haven't seen it, go to Tim's channel. He did it, where are we, Tuesday? He did it yesterday. Instead of Monday meetup, he went down Lost Chris with Webby. And basically, they hijacked Lost Chris Seafront just by Burger King. And there's a few passers-by who were more than happy to join in. And some great conversations. Tim found some German people, as he seems to do all the time. Let's have a look. Damien, Safa's just texted me. She doesn't think you're a fan of my shirt. Matthew Navarro, hello mate. How are you doing? Nice to have you on, Matthew. What device do I use when filming walks in Tenerife, please? Okay, Matthew, most of them, 99% of the ones you'll see, I'm using an iPhone 13 to film. iPhone 13, which is more than adequate. Failing that, if the battery runs out or I'm getting an issue with it, like I've been getting last couple of weeks trying to film, I use this, an iPhone 11. For me nighttime walks where I go down Veronica's, I'll show you. Stay there, I'll be 1 second. I'm back. Yeah, for me nighttime walks when I go around Veronica's, to be a bit more discreet, I'm using a, can you see that? A GoPro Hero 11. You can see the size of that compared to an iPhone. There's my iPhone. There's my iPhone, there's a GoPro inside, so it's much smaller. The reason I use that when I'm doing me like Veronica's stuff is because it's more discreet, and it's on like a very thin sort of selfie stick, which has got its pros and cons. If I'm using an iPhone to film, I've got it on a big gimbal, so I'm walking around Veronica's like that with a big, my gimbal's a DJI 5, which is light grey in colour, and it's quite chunky, and Veronica's has got the reputation for phones and all that, we all know that, and people are drunk, and I don't want to be massively obvious walking around with a big gimbal round the bars at 1 in the morning. So what I do is I stick that on a GoPro selfie stick, which is not very good, to be honest, because it just doesn't stabilise the picture as much. But saying that, it's not too bad, it does the job, and that is more discreet. So that's what I use. So yeah, in the daytime and for most walks, iPhone 13, and for me little nighttime ones where dodgy things might happen, GoPro. Hope that helps you, mate. Any more questions, shout out. I've lost my place now. Buffering. Where am I up to? God, they're coming in thick and fast. Keep the comments coming, guys. 44 in, nice one. Welcome, everybody, if I've not said hello yet. Edinburgh Honest Guide, nice to have you on, Michael. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Webby, Tracy says she'll subscribe to you for a free gin and tonic. If you're over in Tenerife, Webby will get you a gin and tonic anyway, Tracy. Yeah, thank you, Anne. Everybody go and support Webby. He's an absolute diamond. Nearly everyone's a mod. Safety in numbers, Charlie. Did you see Tim's live singing happy birthday? Missed that one. I'll have a look. Pete and Shell, we're in a noisy pub watching you live, Col. Can't hear a thing. Cheers, Pete and Shell. Enjoy your beer. Yeah, that's right, Charlie. Your algorithm to increases the subs. Yeah, more you put on, more you respond, definitely. Got a live band in Pete and Shell's pub. Charlie, how did the gig go on Saturday? I mentioned earlier, Charlie, yeah, it was busy. The pub I did on Saturday, it's like a big old bar. It's like a cross between a pub and a nightclub. It's open till 3. And yeah, it was nuts, absolute nuts. It quieted down about 1:30, but by then a lot of people have had enough, or they've gone down into the town centre to one of the main nightclubs. Yeah, really good, thanks, mate. Enjoy working there. Patrick Moran from Kiltipper. I'm probably pronouncing these Irish names wrong. Kiltipper. Saf, LD Shadow Lady, 7 million subscribers. There we go. That's who Saf met in Brighton. A YouTuber called LD Shadow Lady, like a gaming YouTuber. She's only a young lady, and she's got 7 million subscribers, and she gets millions of views when she posts. And yeah, Saf met her randomly in the street in Brighton, just outside a hotel that burned down. Thank you, Tracy. Cheers, Webby. Thanks for coming on, mate. I'm a bit behind the comments, hope you haven't missed this, but thanks for tuning in, mate, and you've got me full support, as you know, as always. Sam Omed Mum, just back from Essex. Yeah, I saw a couple of your videos, Sam. Looks like you had a good time. Hope the weather was good. Charlie, Johnny's back home now. I've been over for a week. 40 I've been, because I saw him do his karaoke. Frozen back. So I'm trying to catch up on your comments here. Vinny, have I paid my Virgin bill? I'm with 3 Mobile, mate. Yeah, anyone in the background, come on, drop us a note, let us know you are. Didn't know there was an order of vloggers. Bruno, didn't know there was an order of the vloggers. I don't think there is an order. People like myself, with the smaller channels, we look up to some of the other vloggers, you know, like Lee, Scotsman and everyone else, but I don't think there's an order as such. maybe some of them see themselves in order, but I personally don't. Having met most of them personally, no, I don't think there's an order at all. I watch whoever's on, mate. Edinburgh Honest Guide, yeah, use your Samsung for filming. Julie Curran, thanks for tuning in, Julie. Thank you. The GoPro, nice, yeah, nice one. Yeah, it's a good little gadget, Charlie, the GoPro. GoPro not too hot at night. Do you know what? With the GoPro, I'll tell you one thing, Alan, I didn't realise, it's because it's an action camera, it hasn't got a zoom. You can't zoom in on anything, it hasn't got a zoom function. So that's one big thing for me, especially when I'm doing Veronicas, because when I'm standing on top, it'd be nice to zoom in. What I did last time was I actually used my iPhone in conjunction. I did like a zoom with the iPhone and edited it into the vlog, but it'd be nice to have a zoom. However, one thing I did notice with the GoPro, when I did the Siam Park vlog, it come into its own. The water shots and going down the slides were absolutely awesome with it. And I'm no GoPro pro, I just point and shoot, but it made the quality of the shots on my Siam Park vlog something else. I was over the moon. Charlie, would it be possible to do some surfing vlogs in the summer? The GoPro would be great attached to a chest mount. Yes, mate, that is my intention. Not just yet. At the end of August, possibly, or when me and Saf go down Cornwall, I will try and get a surfing shot in. They wouldn't let me attach on my board here. I'll show it next time I do a live. I've actually got to fix a GoPro on Summit, as you probably know. You've got like a little mounting clip that goes in there, and then that slides into whatever you're attaching it to, whether it's a chest mount or whatever. I've actually got a mount on a surfboard, actually welded in, heat welded into it, the nose tip of the surfboard. So that'll go on the front of the board. So I can do some shots from the front of the board, and like you say, I can do some from a head mount or a chest mount. The reason I haven't done it yet here is purely because the water, even in Bournemouth on the south coast, is about this time of year, because we've not had the greatest of summers, it's still only about 13, 14 degrees, and I'm a wimp and I can't do cold water. I've got to wait till it's at least 16, 17, and even then I'll only be in for half an hour. So as soon as around about end of August, we're due a heat wave, aren't we? Hopefully that'll warm it up by a couple of degrees, and then when me and Saf hit Cornwall, or there's a mate of mine, Soph, she wants to go down Cornwall in September, I'll do some surfing stuff then, no problem. It's one thing I haven't done on the channel yet. Right, let's have a look. Anthony Steele, love the Veronica's Night vlogs. Cheers, Anthony. I enjoy doing them. You know, I'm not sort of blowing my own trumpet or anything when I say this, but one thing I notice is a lot of the guys who go to Tenerife, they're all fantastic, but none of them actually go down into the bars. So a lot of people have got a misconception of what goes on down there and what the atmosphere is like. My intention when I do the Veronica's vlogs is to show it how it actually is in that moment. Now I've had a couple of shady instances, the pickpocketing one, you know, so I'm probably not putting it in as good as light as I could, but then again I have to get people watching them, and I don't think as many people would watch if I just put a night out in Veronica's. So if I get an incident like that pickpocket one, I will put it on there. But most of the vlogs I've done down Veronica's, the footage is just of people having a good time, of all ages, enjoying a night out. And that's what I want to show. Because that's what Veronica's is. It's just like a night out in your own city or your own town on a Saturday, mate. If you're going to go in your own town on a Saturday with a couple of £100 in your pocket and your phone hanging out, and you're going to leave your phone lying around, the chances are you'll get robbed. It's the same down Veronica's. If you take precautions and you don't get too out of it, then Veronica's is absolutely perfectly safe. It's just got its hot spots like anywhere else, you know. Right, where I'm catching up on your comments. Everyone's saying hi to Julie, Martin T. Evening, Martin. Nice to have you on, mate. Thanks for joining in. Edinburgh Honest Guide, not an order, everyone is just nice. Absolutely bang on, mate. I don't think any of the vloggers look upon it as a pecking order or anything like that. Not that I know of, anyway. Housings, I got Tutu Shake Tree. You what, Damien? Tracy Collins stayed at Carbis Bay. Oh, down St Ives, beautiful location away from the hustle and bustle. Yeah, stunning down there, Carbis Bay, Tracy. I've done some gigs in a hotel down there. A couple of hotels, beautiful. Alan, agreed, Col. I was out paddleboarding with the GoPro. That's where it comes into its own for action stuff. You know, doesn't have to be in the water. It can be anything. If you look on YouTube, there's like football videos, skiing. There's loads of water sports. People climbing trees, paragliding, there's loads of stuff, and that's where the GoPro comes into its own. Surfboard mounts, yeah, again, Charlie, it comes into its own on one of them. There's nothing better, I don't think. No order, the community can watch whoever they like. Absolutely, Martin. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Don't look and listen to rumours and politics about vloggers and all that. Just enjoy the content, every single one of them. Gillespie's Travels, hello mate, how are you doing there? Gillespie's Travels is on, thank you Anne for putting the link. Another great channel. When are you away next? I keep forgetting your name, Carlson, isn't it? When are you away next, mate? Let us know. Always watch your videos. Charlie, get a thick wetsuit. Mate, I've got a 5mm full wetsuit, and I'm still like a wimp. Damien, you get to see me eating a shark. No, you won't get me getting eaten by a shark. Wipe out, yeah. You'll see me wipe out and probably hurt myself. Col, it's 70 degrees at home, Ed Mum. Sam, it's 70 degrees water temperature in Yorkshire. Ooh, 17 degrees. In Yorkshire, that's the North Sea. That is warm. It's not that here. It's no more than 14 here. Whether we've had more storms, see, and that's affected it or not, I don't know. Patrick Moran, think south of England will get better weather. Yeah, in theory we should, but it's just been one of them summers. The thing is, what I tend to find down here is when it's a heat wave, it is hotter than anywhere else, probably in the UK, along the south coast, especially Dorset, because we're sheltered. We're not sticking out like Cornwall. We're sheltered by the Isle of Wight from that direction and the Purbeck Hills in that direction. And when it gets hot here, it is baking hot, you know. So that's when you know about it. Damien Hooper, what's my big news? Oh yeah, big news. Two big news. I was interviewed on a local radio station tonight. It was a friend of mine who's a DJ, phoned me up earlier, sort of unexpectedly, and he did an interview on a local radio station down here called Hope FM. So he just asked me about the channel and Tenerife and all that sort of stuff, because he watches the channel and he's also a fellow DJ, obviously. So I had an interview on local radio tonight. What I'll do is I'll find a link to it and I'll stick it in the comments over tonight or tomorrow. I'll stick it in and you can hear me raffling on the local radio. And the other bit of news is I don't think she's come in the chat. One of the people in the community, Lynn G, who's in, forgive my Irish pronunciation, Fermanagh, has sent me some Taytos. I haven't got them yet. They're in transit. So as soon as they come, I'll do a live on-air opening and a live testing and review of Tayto crisps. So you can all watch me eat Taytos. I'm not eating the brown sauce. I don't think she sent me brown sauce, but no, please don't send me any brown sauce, anyone. I'm not eating, was it chef sauce or whatever? Not even that. So there you go, two bits of news for you. Lynn Rollins, hi Colin, love watching your vlogs, different to everyone else's. Yeah, everyone, thank you Lynn. Everyone's got a different style. You know, Just Rick comes to mind. When he does his, I've chatted to Rick about sort of styles. When Rick and Shelley do one for Rick and Shelley, that channel, Their style is their life, with using like Tenerife as like the background. So they'll go out, they'll go to a local restaurant and review it. They'll do Tenerife things, you know, and they'll talk about Shelley singing. They'll do Shelley live at gigs. So that's one style. But then in almost contrast, you've got Just Rick, which is more his own channel, and that's like about Rick's thoughts and life, which is a totally different style, but from the same person. So I think it's good to have different styles. Yeah, it is. I've still got to find mine. I'm still on the point and shoot. Who else is on? Yeah, Trisha. Hello, Trisha. Yeah, do I do paddle? Oh, sorry, do you do paddleboarding, Alan? Yeah, Alan does paddleboarding. I have to get some videos up, Alan, of the paddleboarding. I'm thinking of getting a paddleboard. I've got a kayak. That's another thing. Next couple of weeks, when I'm not as busy in the daytime, I'll be taking the kayak out, either down to Sandbanks, or they've got a local river here, River Stour, which goes nicely out to Christchurch Harbour, and I'll be doing some GoPro stuff and some vlogs on that as well. Una Mines, evening Una, nice to see you. Thanks for joining in, Una. Welcome to the chat. Feel free to abuse the shirt like Damien Hooper. Charlie, I'll have to have a look into buying a GoPro for when I go to Cornwall and do paddleboarding. Yes, mate, yeah. I've got the 11, mate. You can pick up an 8, 9 and 10. If you go on GoPro's own website or just Google shop GoPro, places like Argos, you can get an 8 or a 9. I think 9 and 10s are still on sale, brand new, for a couple of £100. And they've got the same pixel quality. Damien Hooper, that shirt reminds me of your Mars Fine China. I'll take that as a compliment, mate, because I'm sure your mum's got better taste than you. Charlie, brilliant. I wish I'd lived near the beach. I'd be out there every day paddleboarding. Charlie, I used to live in Chester, which was nowhere near the sea. Then I moved to Anglesey, and from then on I've always lived near the sea, mate. I've lived in Anglesey in North Wales, Cornwall and Bournemouth, and I could not live near the sea now, if that makes sense. Even though I'm not in it every day because it's too cold, it's still nice to have it on your doorstep. Fresh air, better quality of life, and if you like your surfing and your water sports, then you can go and do it whenever you like. Right, let's have a look. Gillespie's Travels off to Krakow. Oh, nice. Poland at the end of August. Get some videos up there, mate. There's a friend of mine who's done a couple of videos with me called Olivia. She's from near Krakow. She's cabin crew for British Airways now, so I've not seen her for ages. But she's great fun, and she keeps trying to get me to go over there when she's there. One day I'll visit myself. It's another on the list, but it gets cold in winter. She sent me videos of where she lives in the winter, and it's like 4 foot of snow. So, but end of August it'll be fine, mate. Weather will be great. Great city apparently. Gillespie's Travels, yeah, August. Then going to Benidorm at the end of October for a week. Mate, get yourself some Benidorm videos on your channel. Your views will go right up because you've got a good style. If anyone's not seen Gillespie's Travels, go and have a look on his channel. He's done some Benidorm stuff and some Tenerife stuff. Young guy, and I don't mean that in a patronising way. It's great. We were talking about styles before, mate. Gillespie Travels, you throw your own slant on what you film, and it's interesting. I personally find it interesting to see it from your eyes. So keep doing what you're doing, mate. Vinny on the radio now, getting famous. Vinny, it was a mate of mine, and it's only like a small local station, so I think he had like an audience of probably a couple of hundred. I'll stick the clip on when I get it. Not like me TikTok. I did a TikTok a while ago, a bit of a sad incident in Bournemouth in the summer, and I filmed what was happening just before the incident, i.e. the emergency services arriving, and that went nuts on, I've turned my telly off, look, that went nuts on TikTok, literally went proper nuts. There we go. That'll do. Now, Col, if they're yellow packet, they're not real Tayto. It's a variety packet, I think, mate. I'm not sure what I've been sent. I'll show you when I get it. I'm way behind on your comments. Apologies if I'm missing anyone. Hope everyone's well. Hope the Tayto is cheese and onion flavour. I read your article, David. That's what they started off with, wasn't it? Cheese and onion. Let me sort this out. No, not that one. There we go, YouTube. Taytos were they were originally cheese and onion, weren't they? Apparently. Hang on, everyone. Kevin Stamps. Hi, Kevin. Welcome. Welcome to the channel, mate. Love all the vlogs. Andrew thinks he's #1 only in his eyes. Controversial, to nick someone's phrase. I can't comment on what Andrew thinks of himself, but what I will say is he is the only, to be fair, or he's the most regular vlogger, or one of the most regular vloggers who actually lives on the island. So we do have to respect his experiences as, one, a resident on the island, because he sees it every day, and two, as a businessman. So he's got an awareness of what's going on in the island, because his business is directly related to the tourism industry. So we have to respect that. Whether he sees himself as top vlogger or not, that's up to him. Whether some of his viewers see him as top vlogger, that's up to them. I think his content's good. Met him a couple of times. His content's good. He brings the island, he brings Tenerife good publicity on his channel. Raises awareness of it, and if he carries on doing that, then let him crack on. Where am I up to? Comes up with Damien Twist. I don't know how you're doing well. Damien. Oh God, don't tell me this regional Taytos. Thank you, Anne. Just Ricks. Charlie, do I have a paddleboard? I think I mentioned before, mate. I'm thinking of getting one. Because me kayak, what I'll do when I put my kayak on the car, I'll show you how big it is. It's a big 2-man thing. I've got a vlog going up. I've 3/4 edited my vlog from when Vic and I went kayaking in just off of Los Cristianos. Big 2-man one, so they're about 10 foot long. A paddle board, they're inflatable, aren't they? So that'd be more convenient for me to carry if I haven't got time to load the kayak on. So yeah, definitely thinking of getting one. I don't know what's putting me off, to be honest. I'll probably get one. Boys and the toys. Patrick Moran. The North of Ireland Tayto, totally different. So, Col, if not red package, I won't taste the real stuff. So you lot are telling me there's a north-south divide with Taytos. You'll be telling me there's a north-south divide with Guinness next. A crisp as a crisp. I think they're coming from the north. Where's Fermanagh? That's north, isn't it? I'm sure Lynn said it was, yeah, it is Northern Ireland, so they're coming from Fermanagh. So we'll see when they get here. Damien Hooper, take your kayak and paddle yourself. If you come over here, Damien, we'll go out in the kayak. It's 2-man. You can wear one of my shirts. Yeah, Anne's cracking with the links. Great mod. Thank you, Anne. Thank you to everybody who's looking after the channel with the spanners. Mr. Burnley, evening, Col. Evening, Mr. Burnley. I've got somebody else from Burnley on. Anthony Steele, is it? Nice to have the Burnley posse in. Vinny, got to help everyone on the channels, yeah, and it is appreciated. Anybody who takes on board a spanner and whacks on links. I know some of the vloggers don't like too many links putting in the chat. Doesn't bother me. I know it doesn't bother Tib. I look at it this way. When I started up, a lot of people promoted me. Tim, Rick, Lee, they pushed and pushed me to get me, to where I am. Kevin, they all pushed me. So I'm passing that forward. So if the likes of JBM, Alan's Homemade Vlogs, Prash, whoever needs a link putting up on here, just shout out and do it. And then if people want to subscribe, you know, they can, can't they? Where am I up to? And people like Anne and Nikki Dunn and all them, they're absolutely fantastic at doing it. So thank you so much. Tracy asked the other day about Tree. Rick was going to be in contact with him. Oh, I didn't know Tree was unwell. He did contact me, Tree, about coming down because he was going to go on tour. Hope he's all right, Trisha. I'll drop him a message. Damien, Cole, I love taking a mick out of that shirt. That shirt is hurting because it has to sit on you. It's all taken in jest, Damien, I know. I'll slap you when I meet you. Timothy Dowd, a sheer little crack. Tim's on, everybody. Big shout out to Tim and Christine. Hope you're well, Tim. I finally got me landscape thing sorted, Tim. Basically, I had to uninstall and reinstall the app, according to Mr. YouTube technician on the live chat. Hope you're well, Tim. Great live yesterday. We were talking about it before when you were with Webby down Lost Chris. That was fantastic. That was so funny. Watching it last night on Catch Up. Poland's amazing, yeah, so we've heard. Now we're arguing about Taytos. Alan was in Krakow. I'm trying to catch up here. Everyone's saying hello to Tim, rightly so. Tim's playing with his new Fayetech Pocket 3. What is a Fayetech Pocket 3, Tim? Enlighten us. Probably another camera knowing you. Damien Hooper, stick on my 5. Miss some police interceptors. You're not missing much. There we go. Lynn is in the chat, everyone. Lynn from Fermanagh. I sent cheese and onion and prawn cocktail. There we go. Prawn cocktail crisps. Food of the gods. Cheese and onion. Can't wait to get them, Lynn. Thanks so much. I'll drop you a message when I finish this. See, I'm gonna eat them, right? And I'm gonna try other Irish traditions and delicacies in preparation for my next year's St. Patrick's Day visit. And I believe Lynn's already booked for that one. That's got to be carnage, Lynn. Can't wait. Bruno Broder, Dad was Polish, man Welsh. Bruno born Liverpool, so you're a Scouser. Yeah, you're Scouse, not English, mate. That's the thing. Saying hello to Tim. Mr. Burnley, looking forward to Honeymoon Mark 2 in September. Let's hope we have a better time at La Paz than we did at Conquistador. All right, I thought Conquistador was a decent hotel, Mr. Burnley. I've never stayed there myself, but I've heard nothing bad about it. Everyone's saying hello to Tim. Charlie, just seen the GoPro on sale for $299. Might have to get one. Shop around, Charlie. GoPro website. I know if you get them on GoPro itself, you get a discount to like subscribing to GoPro, and you get discounts on accessories. And sometimes they do come up as cheapest just buying direct. So shop around, mate. I got this one. I got me 11 with an extra battery, a memory card, and like a little kit of like a selfie stick and the chest mount and some clips. And I think it was $429, I think, or $439, which was back just after the new year. So now and again they do promotions, and that came with a free subscription to GoPro. So if you want to upload stuff and all that to GoPro itself, they've got like their own cloud. So yeah, keep an eye out and shop around. Oh God, there's a Tayto argument brewing. Trisha, hands off Andrew, please. He is brilliant. Yeah, if anybody wants to have a pop at Andrew, go and have a pop at him direct. It's not fair to do it on other people's channels, whether it's mine, Tim's, or anyone's. I think every other vlogger respects every other vlogger in their own way for what they do. And that's it. Andrew lives and works there, of course he does. Charlie, people just enjoy all the vloggers. Absolutely, mate, 100%. No need to argue about it. Enjoy the content. You don't have to like the person. Enjoy the content. Watch the content. Send him the red ones. I'm getting prawn cocktail and cheese and onion, Damien, and I can't wait. Damien Hancock. Hi, Col, do you have any more vlogs from Tenerife still got to upload? Yes, Damien, I do. I'm literally just about finishing one. I was going to get it on tonight, but Saf said, no, do a live, because then we've got to go out. I've got it's only a short one of when I went kayaking off of Los Cristianos. We went Los Cristianos sort of over to Palma. I thought, because I took my GoPro, but I didn't have my mount with me. But the instructor, the kayak instructor, he was taking some footage with his GoPro and he had the proper waterproof case. And he was doing a bit of diving and snorkeling. So I've got footage of that. I've got footage off my own GoPro, which isn't great, to be honest, because it was the first time I'd used it on a kayak. And I've got some footage of before and after. And there's a lot of like photos which I'll put into it. I'm in the process of putting into a slideshow. So that will be finished tonight, tomorrow. Then tomorrow I've got a paragliding in Tenerife video, which is going to be a short one. I've got to get the footage off. They supplied, the paragliding company, give me the footage of me going up with the paraglide thing on a little memory card. So I've got to get it off that onto my editor. And then I've got me journey home. So they'll be coming in the next few days. Then that's it then. All my Tenerife stuff is up. And then that leaves me the weekend because I've got some people off the channel coming down this weekend, Tony and Josie. I'll be doing a live and possibly a video with them, an edited video. And then next week I've got some follow-up stuff to me Tenerife videos that I'm doing here, and a few other things. I've got an Ask Me Anything next week that I'm filming, and a couple of other things because I'm not as busy next week. And over the coming weeks, me and Saf are going away for days and little trips. I'll be doing some stuff there, which will take me nicely up to hopefully September. And I'll be back in Tenerife. But more Tenerife videos. It's Craig. Hello, it's Craig. Oh, hang on. No, I've missed a couple there. I'll come back to you in a minute. It's Craig. Anthony Steele's from Burnley, so we've got Mr. Burnley on, and yeah, I thought it was Anthony from Burnley as well. My mate Maz, who lives in Cornwall, in Newquay, Cornwall, he's from Burnley. Damien Hooper, I would not be seen in one of them shirts. Yes, you will, mate. I've got a green one, especially for you. Irish green. Mr. Burnley, no longer in Burnley, but the name is stuck. Now in Lowestoft. Oh, that's a bit of a change. Mr. Burnley sounds better than Mr. Lowestoft. It's Craig. When you go in Tenerife again, Damien, with more money, win more money on a bingo at Monte Cristo. I think Damien's looking at going in September, aren't you, mate? But I know you've possibly put that back, Damien, because of recent goings on. Let us know, mate. Rigger, I've enough spanners in my garage that I ain't got a clue what to do with. Rigger, you're still over in Tenerife. You were there yesterday, weren't you? Because you were on Tim's live for a bit. Yeah, Rigger's in Tenerife. Got to meet up with you one day, mate. There's some beers in store there when I meet Rigor Mortis, I tell you that now. Craig, hope to go when COLS there. Yeah, September. Hope you're well enough, mate. Is Damien going to have a full breakfast again? He doesn't. He's never had a full breakfast in his life. That's why he's only about 3 stone. Or 3 stone. Yeah, hope you're having a great time. Rigger is having a great time. Tracy, you're off now, Colin. Take care. Thanks for tuning in, Tracy. Oh, excuse me. Thanks for tuning in, Tracy. Always good to see you. Keep smiling. Absolutely. Lynn, yeah, going to be a messy St. Patrick's 2024. I'm going to start me alcohol tolerance programme round about October, which will give me 6 months, Lynn. Alan's Homemade Vlogs. My 65th birthday is the day before St. Paddy's, hopefully in Tenerife then. Nice one, Alan. Meet up with you if I'm over there, which it should be. Damien Hooper, no chef sauce, red cheddar, and then Taytos. Oh my God. Tim Dowd, it's a PZT OTS camp, hand zoom tilt over the shoulder. All right, nice one, Tim. Another one for your collection. I'm sure everybody on here knows who Tim is. If you haven't, there's your man for a channel. Charlie, that's a good deal, mate. Yeah, definitely shop around, Charlie. Don't just jump in and buy the first thing you see with GoPros. I read somewhere, Tim will probably tell you more than me, there's a GoPro 12. If you're stuck on getting a GoPro, there's a GoPro 12 due out in a few months. So that'll drop the price of the 11s and 10s and 9s even further. So yeah. Cole, do you have the Volta? I've got one, not that battery life. The Volta, is that the battery, Alan? I'm not too sure. Don't know what it is. Alan's only roads, that's going to get messy, vlog it. Yeah, Alan, St. Patrick's next year. Lynn from Fermanagh going, the one who sent me the Taytos. I'm hoping to be there. March, for some reason, I mean, St. Patrick's is always a busy week in Las Americas and around that area. And as what happened March just gone, there was quite a few people off the chat over there. Anne was there, Trisha was there, Johnny Vlogger was there. There was loads of people. You couldn't move for people off the chat. Oh, nice shout, Craig. Northern Tenerife man. Is that all he needs to get to 1,000? 13 subscribers. Right, everybody, if you've not subscribed to Steve Pearson, North Tenerife man, lives in Puerto de la Cruz, I think it is, originally from Yorkshire. Go and get him up to the 1,000. Right, let's get him up to the 1,000 because he's 13 away according to Craig. And great channel. I wanted to go up there. I've met him, but I wanted to go and meet him on my trip in June, but time flew and I didn't get a chance. But yeah, go and have a look at his channel. He was on Tim's live as well, I think, this morning. Cracking fella, lovely family. His missus is sound. I've met his lad Lee as well. Lee's got his own channel. But yeah, go and get him to 1,000. Tim's been pushing and pushing. Tim and Werby have been working so hard with him to get him to that magic 1K. I'm sure he can do it. So yeah, Charlie, is there an Irish full English breakfast? If so, what's different? I'll let the Irish contingency answer that one, Charlie. I know there is an Irish breakfast. It's probably got brown sauce on it. Trisha, I missed that. Are you off, Trisha? If so, take it easy. Thanks for coming in, as you always do. Really appreciate it. I'm sure I've missed some comments. I do apologise because they're flying in. 49 in the chat. Thank you, everyone. White pudding. I've seen that. It's like black pudding, only white, without wanting to state the obvious. Lynn, hopefully catch you out there then, Damien, for a drink. Yeah. I don't think Damien drinks, Lynn. Well, he didn't last time I was with him, put it that way. He was on the non-alcoholic stuff. Charlie, did you figure out what songs they're singing on karaoke? I'm assuming you mean Tony and Josie, mate. Yeah, there was loads of suggestions came in. There was Elvis. There was, oh, what else was there? Islands in the Stream. So I've got a list. I think it depends on how alcoholically influenced they are. But whatever they sing, I will film and I'll put in an edited vlog and get it up on there Sunday, Monday, so you can see what happened after the live. Bruno, talk about Knight Strider. He was famous before he met McMaster. Yeah, we know. Yeah, thanks, Craig. London streets and places. What took a northern lad to the south? Cole, Cornwall, Bournemouth. London streets and places. Good question, mate. Without boring you, I first came down south to Bournemouth in 1990. Basically, there was a mate of mine at school in North Wales. He was from Bournemouth originally. He moved back down here. I came down here to visit him first of all. Sort of fell in love with Bournemouth. There wasn't much doing work-wise up in Chester. So I came down to Bournemouth summer 1990, just got a summer job. Then I went back up north after about a year or so because I stayed down here longer than the summer. Went back up to Chester, met my daughter's mum around about 96, 97. A few years later we moved down to Cornwall because we weren't enjoying life in Chester, having had our first child. Stayed in Cornwall for 4 years. Personally, I'll be honest with you, I got fed up of living in Cornwall because it's so seasonal and quiet in the winter. You know, I don't like being quiet. And I persuaded her to move to Bournemouth. So I came back to Bournemouth in 2008. And I've been here since. So if you ask me what's different, the weather's a little bit better than up north. I think there's more opportunity for youngsters down here. There's definitely, you know, more going on, and it's just, you know, it's a nice place to live. Not that there's not nice places up north, because there is, but down here, it's, you know, it's just in the summer it's like being on holiday. Apart from this year, because the weather's rubbish. The next time I move from here, it'll be to a certain island that we all know and love. Loads of jellyfish. I'm gonna have to go down and I'll dip my toe in the water in the next couple of days, see if it is as cold as I think it is. Damien, cheeky gold green does suit me, but no, I'm gonna get you in a flower shirt. Thumbs up in the chat if you want to see Damien Hooper in a flower shirt. The extension battery and grip for the GoPro. I'm not too sure on that, Alan. It was just the standard battery. I'll show it you. I've got 2 of them in the package. Battery life, yeah, not as good as I thought it'd be. The little kit that come with it, it's just like a stick with where you put the mount on the end, and it's telescopic, and it doesn't even seem, I don't know where it is at the minute. I'll show it on my next live, Alan. I'll stick a photo on the community poster. It doesn't even look like a GoPro. It's not got GoPro label on it. I think they've just thrown it in as a freebie. It looks quite flimsy. It's heavy, but it feels flimsy, if that makes sense. Bear with me, people. Trisha, probably going to be there for St. Patrick's. Hope so, Trisha. Catch up, we'll have a few bevies. Yeah, thank you, Anne, for putting Steve's channel on. Let's get him to 1,000. Damien Hooper, 39 next year. Yeah, and the rest. Rigger, definitely meet up for some beer call. Need to get some practice in. I've had a good few so far this trip, but I'm finding I forget how I get back to the digs. That's the Tenerife effect, Rigger. It happens to us all. It's a well-known condition. The minute you sort of come out the airport, you enter in like a zone, and one of the symptoms of it is after so many drinks at night, you start walking 2 steps forward and 3 back, and right isn't always right and left isn't always left. So don't beat yourself up over that. It afflicts a few people. Sub to NTM, 987 subs. Yeah, get him to 1,000. If we don't do it tonight, I'm sure Tim will do it over the next few days. Tim's been working really hard to get Steve to 1,000, and he's going to do it. His vlogs are superb. There's no reason why he won't do it in the next day or 2. And he's a great guy. Yeah, thank you, Craig, for putting it on. Pearson's Adventures. Yeah, Pearson's Adventures. Anne's just put Pearson's Adventures on. That's Steve's son, Lee, and his Mrs. Deborah. Lovely couple. We met them, didn't we, Anne? Back in March. Lovely couple. Steve's a big football fan. I think he's ex-pro footballer. Does a lot of charity stuff. So Steve Lee. He does a lot of charity stuff, Lee, through his football connections. Great guy. And yeah, interesting channel. If you go to Pearson's Adventures, they were over in Tenerife last week, and there's some Tenerife stuff. They're still putting Tenerife stuff up, a bit like me. I think he's got a backlog, so he's got some current Tenerife stuff going on there. JJ, evening JJ. Thank you, mate. Yes, I am well. Hope you're well as well. Thanks for tuning in, mate. It's just JJ tonight's just a quick chat with everyone, quick catch up. No one else is doing a live midweek, as I say, so I thought to do a Tuesday Tayto chat. Give everyone a chance to say hello and let everybody know what the news is. It's Lynn's birthday, Lynn Rowland's birthday. This is what you've missed. It's JJ, it's Lynn Rowland's birthday. Damien Hooper loves my shirt, he wants one. And next week, in March, there's a load of us going to get drunk for St. Patrick's in Tenerife. Cheers, Rigger. Rigger, listen, if you're still on and I've not missed you, have a great rest of your time over there. Rigger's got an Instagram. I'll put it in a post for you, Rigger. Go and have a look at his Instagram. He's got some great photos, mainly of alcoholic drinks, and he's on Tim's Live as well. And he's having an absolute blast over in Costa Adeje. So enjoy the rest of your stay, mate, and have fun. I know you will. Call these comments are flying in. London streets and places. What year was your first holiday to Tenerife, and do I remember it well? Yes, I remember it very well. It was a lads trip. London Streets and Places. Don't know your actual name, sorry. It was a lads trip, and it was 1996. 96. The Euros were on, the Euro football, and it was in the summer, and it was when Gaza did a kick over someone's head and battered it into the back of the net. I think it was against Scotland. It was 96. I remember it well. Busby's and Bobby's and all them were in full swing. It was a little bit different to how you see that area now. Wasn't it quite as built up? Veronica's was still the main place, and the Patch was the main place as well. I can't remember. I went in what is now Princess Di's. Can't remember what it was called then. And they were doing goldfish bowls in the dentist chair like Gaza did. That's what I remember of it. Buzzing sound is the motors on the gimbal because it's not balanced. My camera's not on a gimbal, Tim. If there's a buzzing sound, I don't know what it is. There's nothing buzzing here. My camera's on like a tripod with just a phone holder that you put in your car. Catching up. Thank you, Craig. JBM Travels. Charlie, been to Tenerife 3 times in a row. 4th in a row next year. I've got the bug, yeah. Join the club, Charlie. 10 o'clock, is it 10? Yeah. Cheers, Damien. Damien Hooper. Yeah, I'll message you, mate. Keep in touch, mate. Let us know how you're getting on, you know, health-wise. Take it easy, mate. Rest up. And I'll catch up with you soon, buddy. Everyone's saying there's no buzzing. Tim must have a bee in his headphones. Patrick on. Hi all, just want to use Scotsman words. It's great to subscribe to each other, but subs means nothing unless you watch the videos. So please watch everyone you can if you can. Bang on, Patrick. Tim says that as well. Tim says something along the lines of he'd rather have 1,000 subscribers who watch his videos than 10,000 who don't. And that is absolutely bang on. It's great to get everybody's numbers up, to get everybody monetized. But the true appreciation of what any vlogger does is when they see somebody who's watched the content and enjoyed it. Scotsman's on, Talk of the Devil. How are you, Kev? I saw your poll. Where do you think I'm going to go? Was that you? Sure it was you. Spill the beans, Kev. Give us a COLS Place exclusive. Where are you going next? Hope you're well, mate. Damien, you put that shirt tape behind you. Timothy Dowd, Bruno Brode. If you go to the Lounge in Chancellor Wales, you'll see I went live third. Yeah, Tim was one of the. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tim. You were the first, weren't you? Was it you or Rick? I can't remember. When I started watching in lockdown, I googled Tenerife on YouTube, and Lee came up. I was sort of watching on Backwatch, whatever you call it, watch back all Lee's videos, MacMaster, and then it came up recommended to Tim, I think, and then from Tim I went to Rick and Shelley. Happy travels, yeah. Kev's always on a happy travel. Great channel, Scotsman. We were talking about you earlier on, Kev. You know, about people having different styles of vlogging and filming and that. And you know, if you don't mind, mate, I brought you up as a particularly unique style, and that style's why you're successful. You know, shortish vlogs to the point, showing people what you think they want to see and all that. London Streets and Places, amazing. Same year as me, 96 euros. Yeah, it was a great atmosphere. You worked there for the next 2 summers. Where did you work, mate? Let us know. Yeah, it was a fantastic atmosphere. All the pubs, if you remember it at the time, for those who are old enough to remember, I'm sure it was that Euros. It was the infamous one where I think it was Gaza and Stuart Pearce were filmed in a bar doing the dentist chair thing where they were pouring the drinks out the bottles down the mouth, leaning back like that. I'm sure it was that year. And all the bars around the Patch and Veronica's, they had like the reps, you know, like the reps who bring people in. They were doing that. It was like the dentist chair for like 500 pesetas or whatever, as much as you could do in one gulp on a dentist chair. So that's my memory from it. Buzz. Are we hearing a buzz? There's nothing in here buzzing. It must be the phone. There's nothing in here buzzing. The telly's on mute. There's nothing in here buzzing. I've got nothing near the phone. Great live. Thank you, Bruno. Could be whatever his mic's picking up, only coming out on some phone speakers. Yeah, no, there's nothing in here buzzing. It's absolutely deathly silent. Scotsman, Colin, just for you. Corfu on Thursday morning if the flight takes off. Might do a live tomorrow night as need some tips on Corfu. Nice one, Kev. Cheers for that. Kev's off to Corfu, everybody. So if you've not subscribed, go and see Scotsman in Tenerife. He goes all over the show. He is the channel of channels, and he's a great guy. And he's off to Corfu on Thursday. It's going to be hot over there, mate. Take your cap and your sun cream and some water. Isn't it about 40 degrees over there? You're a brave man, tell you that. Everyone's saying hello. Mark and Sandra. Mark Robert Murphy, how you doing, mate? Great to see you on. Should we stay on for another 10 minutes? I've been on about an hour now. Easy. Yeah, Kev's good. Do a live tomorrow, Kev. Do a live. I'm working tomorrow night, but if you do it, and I'll share it. Col, can I borrow your TV for a live? I don't know where else to sit in my living room because I've got literally white walls. I've got a picture on that wall. Next time I'll twizz round because I've got two windows there and there's like a surfing picture on the wall. So maybe I'll do it facing that way next time. Tim, I've got to go back and change my guess on Kev's post. I put Malta for some reason, Kev. I had a feeling you were going to go to Malta. Don't know why. 500 pesetas, Damien. Pesetas. Do you remember pesetas? Who's old enough to remember pesetas? Last time it was pesetas, I was in Ibiza, and it was 225, I think, pesetas to the pound. 225 pesetas. But the weird thing, the strange thing was back then, it's hard to explain, but the pesetas were in 100, I think it was 100, 500, 1,000, 20,000 notes, and it was really confusing. Corfu, Kev, do a live, be careful. Kev, Corfu is cheap at the moment. It's because it's flipping hot and all the other islands are on fire. Tap me microphone. There you go, Tricia. I've got to go back to done that one. Scottish school holidays, yeah. School holidays push the flights up massively. Anti-Steel, no buzz. If I turn the TV, there is a faint white noise in the background, like a fish tank pump. I haven't got a fish tank, there is nothing in this living room at all. I've got a lamp facing me and a TV behind me. Look forward to Burpees King. Hello, mate. Welcome. Looking forward to see Billy McCracken, 50th, one of the best entertainers. First met in 1992. Billy was working in Downstairs Veronicas. Never seen Billy McCracken. I've heard the name, never seen him. What did I do? The buzzer's gone. I tapped the microphone, Tricia. There you go, everybody. For any technical advice, Kevin, if you need any tech advice on noises in the background, Tricia Slater. Saf needs Taytos. Yeah, when they arrive, me and Saf are going to unwrap them and eat them and review them live on YouTube. The buzzer's just stopped. Must have been my mic then. Tricia said tap the mic, and I've tapped the end of the phone where the mic is and it stopped. Remember pesetas and Phoenix? Yeah, Martin, yeah. Pesetas, Phoenix, where was that? Phoenix, was that Germany? Phoenix? London streets, worked in... thank you, Andrew, man, hit the thumbs, yeah. Stopping on for another 5-10 minutes, guys. Hit the thumbs, 45 on. Don't know, I can't see how many thumbs are on. London, worked in Lineker's. used to go out with the Bobbies and Busbys lot and the owner Joe. Yeah, Joe Carante. I saw Matt Master do the interview with Joe. And if you look on YouTube, there's Tenerife Uncovered, which is the old TV programme, not the channel that was on a few months ago with all clips of Tim and everyone. There was a TV show. It was, I think it was made by Sky TV, but I think they've shown it on Sky or ITV. And it was like a fly-on-the-wall documentary about Tenerife nightlife called Tenerife Uncovered. And it was filmed around Starco and Veronica's. And they shown all the old Bobbies and Busbys staff going out on days out and stuff. And they also shown Lineker's, where they were doing feeder pigeons to Scooter. If you know, you know. Let's have a look. That's superb for a feel-good holiday. Great times, yeah, absolutely. I went again. Is it 2000? I can't remember. I went a year or so later, and it was great. And then that was it then until about 2010, I think it was 2011, because obviously children growing up. Went then and just sort of fell back in love with it, as we all do. 25% coin had a hole in it. I don't remember that. Take your word for it, Craig. Don't remember that. I'm sure it did. Michael, Honest Guide. Tricia Slater, it went before you tapped the mic. I take no credit. Nonsense, Tricia. Thanks all. Need to go. Have a great night. Yeah, cheers, Kev. Safe trip over. I'll look out for you live tomorrow, mate, and look forward to videos. So Scotsman in Tenerife, everyone. He's off to Corfu, revealed exclusively here on COLS Place. And he'll bring some great videos over from Corfu. Get some nighttime ones, Kev. I loved your Bennett late night ones. They were superb. I think the first time I was in Tenerife, it was 265 potatoes to the quid. Yeah, because it went down, didn't it? It dropped, I think, just before they changed to the euro. A few people are saying a hi bye to Kev. I think Tenerife Uncovered give up making channels. Yeah, he went through about 6 of them. Everyone's saying bye to Kev, bye to Kev. You taking Anne with you, Kevin. Kevin travels solo. Right, my mate has just sent me the link to his radio show. So what I'll do over the next day or so, tonight if I can, but I've got to shoot out shortly, I'll pop the link up to my friend's radio show. It's a station called Hope FM. His name's Alan Turner Ward, and he interviewed me on the radio before. So I'll send that link and you can all have a listen to it if you want to. London Street call. My name is Tony. Nice one, Tony. That was my dad's name. Veronica's at its best during late 90s to early 2000s. That at Tenerife Uncovered show was raw and brilliant. They'd never... Bang on. It is on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen any of it. It was literally fly on the wall. It's sort of... It's what I was looking at for my Veronica's vlog, because I was doing it in that sort of style, just literally as it happened. Obviously, I didn't know the people. But yeah, if anyone watches that... Go on YouTube and search Tenerife Uncovered TV show. You won't get the channel that was hanging around a few months ago. You'll get the actual repeats of the old TV show, and it shows the scenes of Tenerife. I think it was filmed about the year 2000, 2001, and it's a great watch. Yeah, superb. You'll see Tenerife from like 20 years ago, and all the old bar staff, and what some of the pubs, you'll recognise some of the pubs. You recognise the buildings, if that makes sense, but you won't recognise the bars because they're no longer there. But yeah, it's proper interesting. Charlie, great live tonight, Cole. Looking forward to listening to radio. Yeah, don't expect too much, Charlie, because he caught me on the hop. He basically, well, I'll let you listen to it when I put it on. But Alan's a great guy, great cracking DJ. So yeah, have a listen to that. Gotta go. Alan, all the best. Cheers, Alan. Thanks for tuning in. I am going to wrap up now. Anyway, guys, I've gone on a bit longer than I thought. Vinny, that was also my dad's name, Tony. Everyone's dad was Tony, wasn't it? Yeah, cheers, Vinny. Cheers, Alan. Sorry, Alan's off. Veronica's last week was busy, but fine. Yeah, Anthony, you'll know. Anybody who's going down there, no matter what age, as long as you're not out your face, as long as you've got your wits about you, as long as you're not carrying hundreds of euros, as long as you're not doing this with your phone and leaving it on tables, because honestly, I've stood there and watched, and I have to say it is mainly the young girls. They'll take a phone call or do a text or whatever, and then they'll put the phone on the table and wander off. Now, no wonder they get nicked. I suspect half the reports you see on social media of people getting pickpocketed. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I suspect it's people leaving the phones lying around and forgetting where they've put them after so many Jaeger bombs. And that it just gives a strip a bad name. And yes, it does happen. You've seen on my vlogs a fellow's pad in my pockets. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I don't think it happens as much as people make out. All the echoes on Patrick, sorry, I'll have to go. No apologies needed, Patrick. I've stayed on longer than I was going to. Enjoy your night, will do. I'll pass your regards on to Staff Patrick. Telly bingo with the family. Another Irish thing, don't go into it. Telly bingo. I need to know more. Tenerife Uncovered, it's Craig, don't watch your channel. I don't think it exists now, it's Craig, it got taken down. I don't think it's in existence anymore, mate, so don't worry about it. Lynn, great live, thanks again for, hey, no problem, Lynn, happy birthday. Enjoy what's left of it, Lynn. Cheers, Alan. Bruno, how old are you? I'm 54, I'm 28, Bruno, with a few years experience. Martin, great live, thank you, Martin. Yeah, okay, listen everyone, Saf's pestering me to nip out. We've got to shoot out, just do a couple of quick things. She's on school holiday, so before anyone complains about me being a bad parent, I'm not keeping her up late. She hasn't got school tomorrow, she's having a well-earned 7-week almost break. So we're going to shoot out. But yeah, night call everyone. Cheers, Mark, thanks for joining in, Mark, thank you so much. Thank you, man. Just put Chris inside to get ready for bed, see you in the morning. Yeah, Tim, if you're doing whatever you want, Tim will be doing a walk in the morning if you want more Tenerife stuff. Cheers, Damien. Anthony Still, Carl, I was a door supervisor for 21 years. I know what to look for, but just the norm as any town. Cheers, Anthony. Let me know on the next live if you're on Facebook, mate. I'll talk to you about that comment. We'll chat more, mate. Lynn's 66, never Lynn. Cheers, Vinny. Cheers, Charlie. Staff, not a bad parent, went through McDonald's and Big Tesco last Tuesday at 11. Yeah, listen, thanks everybody for tuning in. It was a bit impromptu. As long as you've all had a good chat and enjoyed it, that's the main thing. Keep watching everybody else's lives and vlogs, and I'll be putting more up in the next couple of days as well. And I'm going to do another live Saturday when I've got Tony and Josie with me. All right, so take care, everybody. Really appreciate your thumbs up. Thanks to everybody with the spanners, and bless you all for tuning in. And I'll speak to you again sometime this week, and I'll look out for you. Take it easy. Thanks everybody, bye for now.